Don't forget to subscribe, add your comments, and share your memories. If you have any old VHS tapes or even DVD to dispose, let me know. Drop me an email on seaeagle666@gmail.com.
Been saying for years, footballers win football games, footballers lose football games. That's the way it's always going to be.
I've got to point out to you just how concentrated and severe this Canterbury defence is. Wests with the ball are not getting past the previous play the ball. And that's not... it's not a bad trick if you can keep it up, and Canterbury are certainly doing that in the opening minutes. 5 gone now for Wests. Here comes the kick. Charge down, came off the back of Folkes. It's play on. Oh, what a bounce for Folkes! And Steve Folkes goes in to score. Well, I outlined the rule that covers the charge down yesterday. The ball rising off the boot of the... Canterbury 6, Western Suburbs no score, but the Magpies have got the ball. Of course, they restarted it, but Phil Sigsworth made a mistake down in his own in-goal, and Wests have come back with it from the line dropout. This is Fowler at dummy half, and they work across there, and that's what Bill was talking about earlier. They've got to put some variation in their forward plays, because the way they were going about it, well, as I said, they weren't going anywhere. Here's Fowler now.
The other thing they've got to do is play the ball more quickly. Slow play the balls allows the opposition defence to get set, and they're waiting for you. If you can play the ball quickly, then you can get a bit of a run on.
Up and under from Fox, and Sigsworth went up. He couldn't take it. Williams gets the ball away to Ellis. Ellis away to Brett Clark. Clark goes back towards the middle, and he's tackled 9 metres out from the Canterbury line. First tackle gone for Western Suburbs as it comes across from Fox and goes out to Williams. A cut-out pass over to Crooks, and the Canterbury defence has him. The ball went loose, I think. It's a knock-on.
And they've made the most popular score, Canterbury 24, Western Suburbs 6.
And talking of footy tab, I reckon if you pick the margins this weekend, you're in for a bonanza. With that draw yesterday, the first in a fair while, and that big score by Manly against St George. I reckon it's going to be big. Pick the margins. Run around, and it's Farrer getting a flick pass out the back there for Steve Mortimer. Terry Lamb's the dummy half. Folkes. Oh, a lot of metres there for Folkes. He ran 10 metres before he found them. Steve Mortimer. Terry Lamb. Steve Mortimer, beautiful work. Gillespie, he gave a pass. He knew he'd made a mistake. He cleaned it up himself. And look at them bouncing this ball around between them. It's to Peter Mortimer and his brother Chris. It's a forward pass. Barnes has called them back. Deserved a better result, really. Go by Gillespie. Kelly up the top. Well, that's a nice play. The ball from a first grader. Fowler. This man is Ellis to the halfway. Lamb around the ankles. Gillespie up the top. Dummy half Bilberger. Over to Fox. Now to Cogger. A cutout ball. That man is Crooks running into a big opening. Out wide. See, there it is again. As we've seen so many times, if you're going to have a chance against the Bulldogs, you've got to stretch it. Long balls. Are being handed out to Rod Petherbridge. The scrum went down. West fed it. Petherbridge came in from fullback. He made the extra man, and that's as simple as it was. Making that extra man, he was able to run into an opening. He crossed the 32 and the 22 and was going in to score. Clear of Sigsworth, the nearest chaser. Here he is head on, this big lump of a fellow, one of the form players all year long. And Rod Petherbridge, the try scorer for Western Suburbs. One of the gambles, of course, you take in live television is taking a commercial, but it seemed a sweet and opportune time to take it. There it was on record, Rod Petherbridge scoring a try. A carpology.
He almost hatched it.
He sure did. Bilberger. Oh! Boy. Well, Alan, if you're hoping for that in rugby league, you're hoping for a miracle. Particularly from the Archbishop. Done. Oh! Yes! Kelly! Yes! Peter Mortimer! Away now for Billy Johnston! It's a try! That's great support rugby league by Canterbury Bankstown. Billy Johnston scores the try. Lamb. Cogger realising that Canterbury are in, what's the word I'm looking for? They're certainly in a ruthless mood. Oh, Sigsworth! Over the halfway, here's the support. Guess who? Barber, Terry Lamb, over the 22. Petherbridge chases. Peter Mortimer. He's going in to score a Canterbury try and a beauty. Phil Sigsworth was the man who made the break. And I'm rather glad that he figured in that try because as Canterbury take the tap. A long ball from Billy Johnston. So too from Steve Mortimer and Terry Lamb. It's come down off the shoulder to Andrew Farrer. Langmack. 10-metre line. Put down by Terry Lamb. Play by Petherbridge. Crooks, Dunn and Chris Mortimer making the tackle.
Well, I'm almost getting a sore neck from having it on this angle, watching Western Suburbs trying to get the ball up out of their own area, and Canterbury
Drummond's put it down. O'Brien will score. O'Brien scores for Canterbury after Drummond, who's having an unhappy visit to the Sydney Cricket Ground. That's the kindest I can be. 4. Canterbury leading Wests. And Cogger, Fox, Williams. Long pass, put down by Henderson, picked up by Lamb. Tackle by Schubert. Sigsworth. Good fend by Sigsworth. There's a try. Right in front of the MA Noble, the Bradman Stand people. Sigsworth having a good game tonight. Talking before the match with a couple of the Balmain players here tonight watching the game. Scotty Gale and Gary Schofield. Drummond over the halfway line. By Steve Mortimer about 15 metres into Canterbury's area. He's fast. Schubert. Bilberger to the 32 line. Good work by Bilberger. Fella. Now it's Crooks. Kick into the corner. Petherbridge will score if he can get there in time. He can't. But in fact, we're 3/4 of the way through. Webster, jumper number 26, formerly with the Balmain club. Bilberger. And Lamb goes away with it. Making a big run inside the 32 and the 22. Brett Clark comes at him. He runs away from him. And Terry Lamb goes in to score his own try. Well, the way Bilberger was carrying the football, or the way he was hanging onto the football, there was every chance that Canterbury would... The events of the last couple of weeks would probably be enough to motivate a team of champions like he's got under him. Here's Schubert now, taking it out to the 22, getting a one-hander off in desperation to Brett Clark. And a lot of the things Wests have had to do tonight have been out of desperation, more than frustration, probably. This is done. And Canterbury coming up with the ball on the turnover on the West 22. So a great opportunity for them to extend the scoreline even further as Gillespie gets it off to Terry Lamb. He's inside the 10. Steve Mortimer backs him up, and Steve Mortimer goes in to score another Canterbury try. Lee Crooks kicks off. Big kick down to Farrer. O'Brien comes away.
I suppose the interest now for Canterbury Bankstown supporters is to see if they can get past the 52 points that were posted yesterday by Manly, and that's not beyond them the way they're playing.
Chris Mortimer. Steve Mortimer and now Kelly. Little short ball away, and look at Gillespie go. Over the halfway, finds support in Sigsworth and Langmack. Langmack runs out of extras. No, he doesn't. He finds Dunn. Back it goes for Langmack. Langmack looking for support to try and keep it alive. 30 metres up. Centre of the ground. Big run by Gillespie. Terry Lamb. Long ball. Folks, short pass. Farah. Down the line goes Peter Mortimer. Tackle by Schubert. Not into touch. Good piece of work there by Peter Mortimer. Kelly. Kelly, 5 metres out from the line.
That's where they've won the game, Canterbury. That hard work up the middle.
Kelly's getting up to play it, 5 metres out. Steve Mortimer, grab a kick. Oh, and a beautiful bounce for Langmack. It hit a Western Suburbs player, Alan Fella, came off his chest, landed on its point and bounced into the chest of Paul Langmack. At the SCG under lights, Canterbury giving Western Suburbs one heck of a hiding. Now that's Peter Johnston playing the ball now. Kelly is gone. This is Boyd. Billy Johnston. About 8 metres out from the line. Canterbury still unable to crack the half-century. Can they do it here? Steve Mortimer's grubber kick. It came off the hands of Petherbridge. That's a try. Yes, that's a try to O'Brien. No question about it.
I hope you're not asking me.
No,
it's another language.
I can see you. You're not a gambler. Here's Sigsworth. Big game by him tonight as they carry it on down the ground. Here's Steve O'Brien. Up to the 22 line, gets it away for Terry Lamb, backing up as usual. Chris Mortimer, Andrew Farah, Peter Mortimer, intercepted by Petherbridge.
Well, there's been one player for Western Suburbs that can hold his head up tonight. It's their fullback, Rod.
Scrum fed by Lamb and won by West against the feed. Second of the match, in fact, for Fella. And it's Petherbridge who's tackled. He, in fact, is the last man tackled